a die-hard Democrat, and I follow that belief wholeheartedly, committedly to united country, Nigeria. That principle and that philosophy will live and die with me. That I signed the Electoral Act. I'm a die-hard Democrat, and I follow that belief wholeheartedly, committedly to united country, Nigeria.
Whichever way, by all means necessary, you must have electricity, and you will not pay for estimated bill anymore. A promise made will be a promise kept. If I can't keep the promise and I come back for second term, don't vote for me. That's the truth.
A very good evening to you. Welcome to the Situation Room live on Mainland 98.3 FM. It's a Tuesday, as I want to specially welcome you to the Tuesday edition of the show. And I also want to believe that your day has been good. My name is 𝐴ᴇᴜ Aᴅᴇᴜ, and it's always a pleasure every single time. Once it's 4 p.m., I know that we have another time to spend together to not just talk about politics, but to also look at some of the issues that affect us as individuals, especially collectively also as citizens, as we continue to demand for good governance and dividends of democracy from the people that swore to provide the same for us. Well, we're getting closer, and in a couple of days, weeks maybe, the picture would get clearer again, and that will be after 31st of March, where political appointees that intend to run for political offices will have resigned their appointment, especially those under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So it's very clear. I think at that point, we'll have to be able to stream down the speculations. Oh, this person wants to run for governor. Oh, this minister wants to run for this. Oh, this MD wants to run for this. So the moment they start resigning, on or before, I'm sure a lot of them will resign maybe on the 30th or 31st, just to reduce the speculations. Because if you suddenly just wake up to that you resign as a minister, it's pointing to only one thing. Oh, he wants to run for political office, most likely. But from now till 31st of March, today is the 24th. So in the next couple of days, we'll start seeing the handwriting on the wall. Then we'll be able to know who is doing what, who is contesting for what. And the same thing also at different states level. Well, it's a change and quite unusual because the Electoral Act 2026 amended and signed by the president, changed that conversation. But more than anything else, one of the things that one could expect in any political situation is that people should be held accountable for their commitment and promises. It's not even just during election alone. In our daily lives, it is expected that you should be honorable enough to say that, oh, this is white and it can never be black. No matter how you try to paint it, or even if you say, oh, maybe it's your glasses that is faulty, or you can't see clearly, or is in the night, whatever, you should be able to stand on your truth. So the reason I played those two sound bites from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, one of the sound bites was when he wasn't the president yet, when he was campaigning to be president, and he made that commitment that he is going to make electricity available to Nigerians, and if he doesn't do that, if he comes for his second term, don't vote for him. Those were his words. They were in mine. I'm sure you listened to it as well. But he also said, the first one I played, where he said he's committed to upholding, the foundations of democracy. I mean, I would continue to say, maybe aside from 𝐴ᴜᴜ, I'm not sure there is anyone alive today, even in our modern history, that had participated or sponsored or supported protests as much as Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, even before he became president. Even in these democracy, I remember the Occupy Nigeria protest of 2012, excuse me, under the administration of former President Goodluck Jonathan, the likes of now President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the Save Nigeria group, that's the Pastor Tᴏᴏ, the likes of Wole Soyinka, a whole lot of guys, took to the streets to challenge Goodluck Jonathan on why he would want to remove subsidy. Well, things changed so fast. From 2012, by 2023, it became a different story. The then leader of the opposition, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, suggested to the then president that you can't remove subsidy in its entirety. You'll have to remove it, in batches. Remove subsidy from electricity first, keep subsidy on petrol, then remove subsidy on petrol, keep subsidy on health, But the president came in, and on the day of his swearing, right at the 𝐴𝐵 in Abuja on the 29th of May 2023, that life-changing announcement was made. Yeah, you could argue that the previous administration didn't capture a subsidy for the June budget, this and that, but it was removed, and it led to a whole lot of things. Petrol was about 200 naira, depending on what part of the country you were staying, as at the 29th of May 2023 in the morning. But a few days after, petrol was going for as high as what is being sold now, maybe 1.5, 1.4. A lot of us bought petrol for 1.8, 1.9 those times. In fact, it was not even available. And it just shows that sometimes certain decisions could have more far-reaching consequences than we thought they could. And Nigerians struggled. At some point, the market forces were controlling the price, and it started coming down. And as about a month ago, petrol was about 820 naira. So people were buying. With 8,200 naira, you can buy 10 liters. You find a way to manage it. Still on the high side for an oil-producing country. But we've settled in. We've adjusted. Cost of transportation was stable, and then things were going normal. Then the entire crisis in the Middle East started, and then as Iran and the USA and Israel and Jordan and Yemen and Bahrain and Saudi Arabia were throwing missiles, the ⴰ was also gaining confidence in Nigeria. And as of today, depending on what part of the country you stay, a friend of mine in Jos commented on a post I made on X, and he says that if you are buying petrol at 1,390 naira in Lagos, you are lucky. That in Jos it is 1,004, and you sleep at a price, you wake up, it's a different price again. So the essence of removing subsidy was to stabilize the economy, in the words of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But the last 3 years seems to have made things a bit uncomfortable for Nigerians. I don't want to say difficult, uncomfortable. And things have also gone really tougher in the last 1 month. And so the question a lot of people are asking is this: should there be quick fixes from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Should there be temporary subsidy, or if you want to use it this way, palliatives? And when I say palliatives, I'm not talking about rice, please. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about, incentives that would have outstanding effect on the people. Okay. According to the report, about 90% of the petrol that we consume in Nigeria today is being supplied by the Dangote refinery. It's obvious that the government has failed, and they've admitted rather that they cannot, put back into motion our moribund refineries, the one in Kaduna, the one in Warri, the one in Port Harcourt. So let's just imagine that all of the investment, the billions of dollars of our commonwealth, of our loans that have gone into those refineries, still couldn't bring them to life. So officially, an oil producing nation, the 6th largest on the OPEC metrics, don't have an official refinery. Let's put that to one side. If Aliko Dangote supplies about 90% of what we consume every day as a country, should the president just sit him down and say, okay, how much is the lowest you can sell for Nigeria? 1,003. Okay, just paying your cost per liter at 1,000. Put it in the market, or at 900 maybe. whatever it is that is, on the other side, maybe 400 or 300 would subsidize it and pay you directly. It's a temporary thing. We don't have public transportation that is enough to take everyone. We don't have a rail system that is enough to take everyone. So even if you subsidize the public transportation, it won't have much effect. Even if you subsidize the rail system, how many routes do we have in Lagos, for instance? So it's not going to have that much effect. But what about just giving us temporary subsidy? Okay, for the next 1 month, let's hope that the issue in the Middle East and in the Gulf regions would de-escalate and then things will go back to normal. We know that the situation of the country right now is not going to be permanent. The war within US, Iran, and Israel is not going to be there forever. I'm not even sure it's going to be as long as the 4 years of Ukraine and Russia. So you'd expect that once things begin to de-escalate, the price of crude and ultimately the refined product would also come down. Diesel is about 1,870 naira. So imagine companies that are running absolutely on diesel, and that includes my own organization, by the way. And you sit down and you look at the books and then you ask yourself, how do business owners even break even? And then you've got to pay salaries, you've got to keep the organization running, and then you keep investing your own money, and then you're almost not getting anything in return. The president should act now. I made a little plea yesterday to the president on the show, and somebody texted me on X, and I was like, I wish the president was in Lagos. I wish you heard what you said on the show. And I said, there's nothing anybody wants to say on the radio that the president I've not heard before. There's no beg, there's no reaction, there's no ranting, there's no cry, there's no curse, there's nothing that have been said on radio that the president have not heard before. He's been a politician almost all his life, fought the military to a standstill, was sent into exile, came back and got involved in our democracy, was senator at some point, was governor, now he's president, national leader of the opposition. He's seen it all. He's contested elections at different times. He's never lost an election in all of the offices he had contested for years. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu had never lost an election. So he's experienced. There's nothing you want to say that he's not heard before. But the question is this: what should the president do to help Nigerians to, survive these difficult times? The cost of transportation is almost double. Cost of food items in the market would also start growing up, if it's not going up already. I've not been to the market in a while, so because the cost of moving those things, especially from the north down south, would definitely have effect on how much these things are sold in the market. Tubers of yam, for instance, bulbs of onions, tomatoes, the things that Nigerians are struggling to buy would not go up again. But then there is election. And it looks like, politics is taking the front burner and then governance is gradually being relegated. But this is not the time for that should happen. What would you expect from the president as a Nigerian? Let's assume that the president is on this town hall meeting today. We're not having a guest, by the way. Let's imagine that the president is listening. He's in Lagos and he's listening to this program, or some of the things that we always ask and expect responses from. The president just says, you know what? Help me monitor this program. Take a jotter and jot down some of the things that the people are asking. What would you want the president to do as quick fixes at the moment? 0913 0410. Your life on Milan 98.3. It's been a very long time that we had a free day on the show. We've had a series of guests every single day on the show. So when the guest told me that you need to catch a flight at a time and then we can't meet up with the interview and then we're scheduled for next week Monday, I just said, let me have a town hall meeting with my people. It's been a while that we've had a free and open session like this, but good enough. It's coming at a good time. If the president was listening right now, what would you want him to do just to make sure that all of the things that Nigerians are dealing with right now will find a way to to cushion the effect of these difficult times, because people are withdrawing their kids from school. They can meet up with the demands of the school fees. People walk long distances so that they can afford cost of transportation. Oh, you're going to Ketu, for instance, then you walk from Anthony to Bagada or to Yanowo so that you can pay 300 naira that will take you to Ketu. That is not the best way to live. That is not how Nigerians deserve to live. I think on Friday or thereabout, I went to the fuel station, and when I saw 1,320 per liter, and I felt really bitter. Like, listen, I'm a Nigerian. I shouldn't be living this way in a country, and I'm beginning to feel like an outsider in my own country. I shouldn't be going through these difficult times, all in the name of policies that the government is. You can't make policies, you can't choke people with policies, because if you're making policies and the policies are killing the people, who are you making the policies for? That's the question. It's just like when you cannot secure the people and you're building hospitals, you're building schools, you're building roads, you're building airports, you're bringing in investors. Who are the people that will benefit from the things that you're building? You need to keep the people alive. So when you make policies and I tell the people to tighten your belts, the times will be a bit tough. When will the times become less tough? This is March. The president is going to be 3 years in office in a few months' time, specifically on the 29th of May 2026. It would have been 3 years of this administration. But you want to think that people deserve a little better way of living. So if the subsidy was removed and the monies were given to the governors and the local government chairmen, now is a time for us to reintroduce the subsidy temporarily for the next 1 month, maybe, so that things can stabilize. Nigerians can at least buy petrol, even if it's 900 naira per liter, diesel maybe 1,300 naira per liter, at least for when everything de-escalates, and then things will start getting back to normal. Because if there's one commodity that affects everyone, it is the petrol. Whether you go to the markets to buy stuff, the price will go up. You go to the farm, you're a farmer, you're a transporter, you sell fruit, to sell food stuff and everything, the prices will go up. What would you want President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to do at the moment, just to help us to level up with the difficult times that we're going through right now? Join us. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
You need to put down the volume of your radio set, or you turn it off completely.
Hello.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
That's good.
I'm Aᴅᴜᴜᴜ. Aᴅᴜᴜᴜ is my name.
Where are you calling from?
A dog. Aᴅᴜᴜᴜ.
Where are you calling from?
A dog that is destined to stray shall never listen to the wisdom of his master. Okay. I'm in my advanced age, marching towards 100. A dog that is destined to stray shall never listen to the wisdom of his master. Bye. Thank you. Well done.
Thank you very much. 0913-600-0410. They tell you that the elders often speak in parables. And I want to believe that my guest is well advanced. He said he's marching to his 100, and he only repeated that proverb that a dog that would go astray will not hear the whistle of the hunter. Okay, whatever that means. Hello, good evening. Oh, we got a bit late. 0913-600-0410. Hello, good evening.
Okay, it's me, Robert from Aᴅᴜᴜ.
You're welcome, Mr. Roberts.
I'm so happy as I die once. Now so the thing goes straight.
You have hacked the WhatsApp. You have hacked the WhatsApp code. Okay, a miracle. Okay, let me tell you. Like as I said in another radio station, the problem we are facing today, both insecurity and most of the problem, was inherited by President Tinubu. But that does not mean that it cannot improve the situation. That is my problem. Understand? Let me fast forward. You say the solution. In Ethiopia, like what I heard this morning, that country, they make life easy for their people. They increase the subsidy
That is if the government was subsidizing with 10 naira before, they make it 20 naira, just to make life easy for their citizens. We don't have refinery, but we have crude. Fine. Government, please give Dangote crude. Let it refine and sell in a cheaper rate for the citizens. As you said, fuel affect everybody. Even you have car, you don't have. That is the only way government can help us. You understand? Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Thank you very much. 0913-600-0410. You're live on Mainland 98.3 FM. And we're just trying to open the conversation up a little bit today. And I'm asking you very straightforward. If you have the privilege of talking to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu today, in the face of all of these things, especially how the crisis in the Middle East is biting so hard on Nigerians for obvious reasons, were absolutely dependent on, fuel, petrol. It affects every single one of us directly. You're going out in the morning, you'd have to take public transport. I mean, there were times where, families that have like 3 or 4 cars. Oh, the father is going to work, they take one car. The mother is going to the office, she takes one car. Then another car will take the kids to school. That used to be luxury. It's no more. You see the entire family. Oh, daddy would drop mommy at the office, drop the kids in school, drive the car to the office, come back, pick mommy on the way, or mommy will find her way home and then pick the kids on the way. People now ration, maybe putting on their generator. I gave a gist about how I had my gen on and I slept off, and I woke up around 3 a.m. and I was angry that why would I sleep off and my gen is on? And I mean, that's not the way to live. In an oil producing country, that is not the way to live. Yes, I know that, the dynamics and geopolitics is changing at the moment. But I mean, Nigerians are going through a whole lot. And this shouldn't be one of the things that we deal with. So I'm just opening the phone line and opening the conversation up today. And I'm asking, if you by chance happen to have the attention of the president, what would you suggest that he should do in the next couple of weeks, just for things to stabilize and everything will go back to normal? Well, John Bernardo is texting as well, and he says, okay, did you hear what Dangote said after I met with the president? It shows clearly that the president has hands up on the energy crisis that we are facing. These are shown that the president has no... Okay. Thank you, John Bernardo from Ijaniki, for texting. Thank you. 0913-600-0410. I'll pick a couple of calls now, then I'll read your messages on Facebook. Hello, good evening. Yes, your name and where you calling from?
I'm calling from Ikeja.
Your name?
I want to make a contribution.
Your name?
My name is David.
Okay, David from Ikeja.
I don't know what that man is doing there. Did you have any contribution concerning this fuel matter? It has nothing to do with this fuel issue, because the way he's treating Nigeria, he doesn't care about it, because he feels that he has won the election already. After all, he has 31 governors, he has up to 90 senators, so he can decide to do anything he wants to do. So that is why he's holding Nigeria to us.
Mr. David, I just said, if you had the opportunity of talking to the president, what would you suggest he should do just to help Nigerians go, survive these difficult times? That's what I wanted you to say to me.
Okay. All right.
Okay, I guess you're not interested in that conversation. I just don't want. Let's just get constructive a bit today on the show. Let's just imagine that the president is listening right now and he says, you know what? Tune into that program. Let's listen to that town hall meeting on radio. Let's listen to what the people are asking. What do you think the people want us to do as quick fixes? That is what I want us to talk about on the show today. Hello, good evening.
Evening.
You're welcome. Your name and where are you calling from?
Yes, my name is Lucky. I'm calling from Oregon.
Mr. Lucky from Oregon, good to have you join us on the show.
Yes, I have the opportunity to talk to Mr. President. I will tell him to resign because he's incapable.
Okay.
I will ask him to resign.
Okay. That's cold. That's cold. I really want people to be civil with the languages they use on radio. I understand that people are tired. Yeah, it's okay. I would always find a way to survive. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
You're welcome.
Yeah, my name is Godwin from Shasha.
Mr. Godwin from Shasha. Are you a first-time caller on the show?
Yes, I'm the first-time caller.
You're welcome. Good. We welcome you to the family. I've gotten a couple of first-time callers on the show today. You're welcome.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Kwame, if I'm happen to meet Mr. President today, the first thing I will suggest to him, number one, the so-called much money that is available that is dashed out to the governor. I will advise him that those money, let them release part of them and hand it over to Dangote to cushion this effect of this fuel scarcity first. After the issue have subsided or come down, now if you want to continue to dash them the money, this time he told us that I've given money to the governor. But I'm not telling you the specific money that I've given to give the governor to. Before you tell me to go and ask somebody that see what I give you, tell me this amount I give them.
I gave this person 10 naira. Go and ask the person.
Yes, go and ask the person. What is he use that naira, 10 naira or 5 naira to? You only say that I give much money to your governor. We should go and meet him. Meet him. How much? Did he tell us, we from the other state, that this is also someone I give to your governor? I will ask him. And the second thing I will ask him is that he should allow the institution to work. He should allow the institution of this country to work. The judiciary, the legislature, and the other aspect. You should not compromise them. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's the first time caller, and he says that he's going to tell the president, stop giving the governors monies for now, just give Dangote and subsidize for the time being, just on a quick fix. And he also says that he's going to tell the president to allow the institutions of governance to work. Hello. That will be the people who don't get lights.
Yes. We don't get lights now. So how you doing?
I'm all right. Good to have you join us. Your name and where you calling from?
My name is Lucky, calling from Yanakwaja.
You're welcome, Mr. Lucky.
If I have my three presidents, like you listen, I will advise you to do is that the subsidy that he removed, they have been chopping it for the almost 3 years. You should keep it to solve this problem for it. Now 1 or 2 months will be okay. Because that money will give it to the government. That is why a governor will come from Imo State or for Kano or for Lagos State to go. If you go wait at the daddy Baba Oyoyo, if they come back, you go pay transport, go sell as go take card. So please make it forget about shaker, make it use that money beggar. If in 2 months, let us breathe. You hear? That is the only thing I will tell you. I will never beg him, Papa, please, that subsidy put them back. Not give the governor again. If they want to shake hand, they will say maybe after today they can say come and shake hand. Please, that is the only thing I will tell him. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Lucky. Mr. Lucky wants the president to return the subsidy temporarily. Okay, what do you think? Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
You're welcome.
This is Lekan from Ikorodu.
Mr. Lekan from Ikorodu, are you joining me for the very first time?
I'm listening to this is first time.
Oh, this your first time caller?
Yes.
Oh wow, you're welcome, Mr. Lekan. I mean, I think this is like the fourth time caller I'm getting on the show today. That's good.
No problem. You see, Mr. President, the only thing I was telling you is all this money that's given to government. Number one, allocation, reduce it. Understand now? But all this money they spend on government transport, government different things, traveling around all the space most expensive now. All of them go outside with many dollars. Now, I haven't say one something this one is in one country now they are using bikes. Then bicycle they are using now. They are not using any motor again because of first. Let us continue. We go help for this country. I beg you.
Thank you very much. I think a lot of people seems to agree that the president will need to bring in temporary subsidy. By then, you'd have to reduce how much money the governors are collecting. But will the governors agree? That's the question. Hello, good evening. You're welcome. Your name and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Agege.
I didn't get your name.
Hello?
I didn't get your name.
I said this is John calling from Agege.
Mr. John from Agege. Good to have you join us.
Thank you. So, like a question of the hour, is I have opportunity to help President. I'll advise him. What am I going to tell him? I'll tell him to leave the position where he occupied that is not belongs to him because he's not the one that win the election.
Okay.
You understand?
Are we back to this? Mr. John, I've said it and I've said it over and over again. It's been 3 years on this same conversation of whether the president won the election or not. First off, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu won the election in 2023. The result of which was challenged at the appeal court all the way down to the Supreme Court, and at different stages the judiciary upheld that the president, having secured the highest vote, was returned elected. So I think we should move on from that conversation. Really, I think we should move on from that. There's no point misleading or misguiding our emotions by saying that the president didn't win the election. He won the election. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, okay, how are you?
I'm good. Your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Jide from Ojota.
Mr. Jide from Ojota. Good to have you join us on the show. Is this the first time you're calling?
No, I've been calling.
Okay. We know ourselves. You are a family member.
I'm a family. I will first of all greet Mr. President. I will say good afternoon. I will now tell Mr. President that, sir, what you did to us is unfair. In Abeokuta, when you are campaigning in 2023, you told us clearly that one late woman won at the 200 and 500. Hello for Kombale. Amagbe Wale. Baba. So that time you promised us we are even buying it less than 200. But now we are advancing to 1,250, 1,350. Can't you just pity us for one, Daddy? Can't you just listen to us for one as we are shouting that Daddy called Dangote? Tell Dangote that now we want to subsidize the school for you. We want to give you, bring down the price of food so that you can bring down the pump price for now that the country is into complete mess.
Temporary. Just temporary.
Temporary. Okay. Do you know that I have a son now who's supposed to return back to school? When I get to park, the park that's supposed to take 140,000. The transportation out to Ekiti now is getting to about 25,000. What is the boy going to eat there? How are we going to survive this? I will tell Daddy that is not what you said. Concerning the light, this is the same thing you promised us. You never fulfilled this promise. Do we offend you? That it doesn't mean that even though all of us did not vote for you in 2023, doesn't mean you should pay us back in this manner. If it is a critical time you need you to even come to the aid of Nigeria, you said you give money to the government. You said everybody is staff of state government. Is everybody is staff of local government? I have never worked with state government before. I have never worked with local government before, and I'm not benefiting from government. I'm in Nigeria. If you look at it, you should be Mr. President more Nigerian than myself.
At all.
I'm not from Afghanistan. I'm not from Ghana. Am I not in Nigeria?
True.
Okay. I'm sorry, it's well.
Thank you.
Papa, please help us this time around. We are begging you. And after this one, I told you 2 weeks ago, I said I will not beg you again, Papa. I'm not going to beg you again. You need to do what you're supposed to do for this nation. Okay, 3 years down the line. Thank you, God bless you.
Thank you very much. I mean, the way Mr. Jide is even calling Papa, if I happen to be the Papa, I would see the sympathy or empathy, anyone will even just take over me. Like, let me just do whatever this person is asking. And I remember the president, said something when he was sworn in, that nobody should pity him, that he begged for the job, he asked for the job, and nobody should pity him. Well, let me take more calls. Hello, good evening. Hello. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Good evening.
Your name and where are you calling from?
This is Moses calling from Agege.
Mr. Moses from Agege. Good to have you on the show.
Thank you very much. I have a program. I like your program.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, like the topic that
can you speak up a little bit, Mr. Moses?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, very well now.
So you were saying that if I have opportunity to meet the president, what am I going to tell him to do? Mr. Clear, first of all, I want to ask you a question, whether you're a Muslim or a Christian. If somebody took what does not belong to you, can you be able to run past it? If you can be able to run past it, can you be able to end well? Mr. Clear, let's be sincere to ourselves. We are all Christian and Muslim, we are all human beings, you understand? This country, you understand? Like I always say, like you were saying, I thought you should not go back to the past, but the past will speak to the present. You understand? People trip out and vote. They don't allow a vote to count. You understand? And it's what does not belongs to you, and the things that you can be able to do. Well, Mr. Kwesi, I don't think that God is not involved into politics. See, God is not a fool. God is not a master of confusion. You understand? If you do not take what does not belong to you, Mr. Kwesi, I'll tell you that will not do well as a human being. So that's the message I have for the Mr. President. Let him think.
Thank you very much. A lot of decoded messages just flying around on the show today. Wow. Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Okay.
Your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Sᴘᴏ. I'm calling from Ikeja. This is my first time I'm calling on this one.
Oh, another first time caller on the show today. Wow.
I always listen to the program every day.
Thank you.
This is the first time I'm calling.
Thank you.
If I meet my president, Aṣíwájú Tinubu, today, what I would tell him is that the way he went to UK to borrow money to come and punish Nigerian port, let him go to either USA, either Canada or any country, borrow money to come and fix Nigerian refinery. If Nigerian refineries are working.
Do you know how much we have borrowed to fix the refinery? The refinery refused to fix itself.
I've been borrowing more. I will still borrow more. Let's borrow more to come and fix Nigerian refinery. So that's what I would tell him.
Okay, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I was told to tell you, I hope you're listening, that you should still go and borrow more to come and fix the refinery. Maybe apart from the power sector, I'm not sure there's any other thing that has gulped money from us as much as those refineries, because those refineries have staff working at those refineries that are not working, and those staff are getting paid, they're getting promotions, they are going for trainings, they're traveling out for trainings, they're getting extra codes, and they are working in a place that are not refined a single barrel of oil in many years. There's a lot of things we need to fix, a whole lot. Hello, good evening.
Hello, Mr. Oᴘᴇ, good evening.
You're welcome. Your name and where you're calling from?
This is Godwin from Mota.
Mr. Godwin from Mota, you're welcome to the show.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Oᴘᴇ, I've heard a lot of people giving Mr. President advice. In fact, it's a very good question. But the way I look at it, our president know what to do. But let me explain. To your question, if the president happen to listen to me, I will advise him that he should take off his hand from INEC. He should let INEC be independent by himself. Then second, he should remove his hand in judiciary, because I know that when he do this two things, he had to correct me. We don't need to tell the president what to do at this kind of time. He will know what to do because he knows he will be voted out. But because the power of controlling the INEC and the judiciary is still in his hand, I don't think that all what we are saying, telling him to do it, that he's going to do it. That is my own thing. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You want an absolute independence of INEC and the judiciary. I think we have that already. Depending on what you understand as independence, that's what stands out in INEC's definition. So it's a National Electoral Commission that is independent. So, but how independent truly is INEC, especially when we know that the budget of INEC is still at the mercy of Mr. President. The leadership of INEC appointment is still at the mercy of Mr. President. The returning officers, the electoral officers, the INEC commissioners are all elected by the president. Okay. Hello, good evening to you. Welcome to Mainland FM.
Hello, good evening.
You're welcome.
My name is Tᴏᴏᴜ. I'm calling from Sᴘᴏʀᴜ.
Good to have you join us.
Thank you very much. For our opportunity to talk to Baba as now, I will beg Baba in the name of God that he serves to remember about Ūlọ́wọ̀, what he has done, and the way we are speaking about him today. And with all his efforts, never become president. The same thing with Aduela, God rest their soul. Look at his own way. In a miraculous way, God brings to the power. So if you remember this, and do things right, and turn things right with the few years remaining for him for the first time. I'm telling you, this is how I will talk to him, and I hope we think about what I say. So turn things fine. Everything is in hand. After God is government. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you very much. After God, it's government. Interesting. 0913-600-0410. Hello, good evening. Hello.
Yeah, this is Samuel from Ayobo.
Mr. Samuel from Ayobo, good to have you join us.
Good afternoon. Yeah, if I to meet Tinubu today, what I will tell him is that if not the they go abroad, the good thing when they are abroad, why not they bring account Nigeria? Good thing, they will leave the good thing for them for there. The bad thing when they that's another they big Nigeria. Just because this country now they get problem now for increase. But why not be the good thing for US, America, Canada, or a lot of women just come from now? Why not do it? The secondly, why Tinubu don't want to do good thing, do better thing for Nigeria? Because he control INEC, he control the judiciary, he control legislature, National Assembly, he control the three house of government. That is why he don't want to do good thing. It better make carry the money share for governor and let the man suffer. That is his mind. Tinubu, if you like say that for 100 years, Tinubu can never change Nigeria, can never do anything for Nigeria. That's why I'm not. You know they pay me too much. Say Tinubu they do this because I did not vote for him. Then I will never vote for him. If you like, let him buy anything buyable. Come for the second time. I know that I will clear my question. No say I don't vote for her. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, and God bless you too. 0913-600-0410. Praise Wise.
Good afternoon, Mr. Sport.
Welcome.
Thank you very much. If I had the opportunity to meet my dearest, lovely President Tinubu Bola Ahmed, the Jagaban of Bogu. First of all, see, if it's in the morning, I say good morning, sir, my President. Number one, I will say, Mr. President, you said something when you are campaigning that is just what to say. You don't want to tell Nigeria and Magbiwale when you knew very well you are going to remove subsidy. Because I know when you need subsidy, you are going to buy at international price. And when they take the subsidy, no one of them can share below 200 naira. And that is why when the price jack up, I don't bother share because I already know when they say I will remove subsidy, when they will enjoy subsidy in the country, I know how it is. And if they take it in me, I know it because before that period, they have been calling radio say if you want to give Nigeria subsidy, just let the price of crude. But let the price of crude, it may don't refine, then say at less price. But as it is, the case is what is on right now. That's number one. Number two, I will tell Mr. President, please fire Aɗe Labu because you promised Nigeria of stable electricity. The estimated bill is gone, and if you did not do this for us, we should not vote you for second time. That's number two. Number three, this Mr. Trump brings suffering to the world by fighting unnecessary war with Iran. That is why fuel price jack up. Mr. Dangote met you yesterday. The outcome of your meeting did not go well with me and from Nigeria. Why? We give go there at 5 that call Dangote to your office and tell Dangote, I'm sending to you social amount, lesser price crude. When you are now refined, tell this thing not more than 800 naira, between 700 naira and 800 naira. This amount should sell for my people. This advice we gave Mr. President. And why are you now discussing with Dangote? Dangote left the office. It's not telling Nigeria. It will be like C쏘ᴏᴜ that everybody is work at you. If everybody wants to work at you, somebody like me, If I don't go to my working place, I won't reach that very day, that very week. I won't feed my family. So everybody can work at home. Mr. President, please and please change that your decision and do the needy of Nigeria by calling down duty, reduce the price of crude oil, and let back to cheaper rates. That's what I will say.
Thank you.
I'm okay, Mr. Sport.
Yes, thank you very much, Prince Wise. 09136000410. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Welcome.
My name is Bolaji from Ijoko.
Mr. Bolaji from Ijoko. It's been a while. Hope you are good.
Yeah. I cannot get you in the afternoon. I always get forward more in the morning. I don't know what is happening.
Is probably a whole lot of people just trying to link up on the show.
Okay, no problem. Please, let me just deliver this my short address like this. Mr. Tinubu was at Ojota. He had an address that he read for Jonathan. That out now, kick them out now. So I will advise somebody to read that address for him and kick him out because he has not been doing well. That is one. The truth I will tell him. So two, if he wants to change to do well for the country, he should go and bring a MKO Abiola template on NNPC on the campaign Abiola rolled out then. You will see that the solution to the problem of country is inside. And even he read that address at Ojota and he knows that his own address, the solution of this country is in it. Why is he avoiding it now when he has power to implement it? That is one. Two, from campaign grant, my president has been insulting me and the million of Nigeria. He should stop this insult at this point because he said I'm not doing it. He never do anything. I think you know understand language. But that will sign law that certificate forgery should not be used as a point of disqualification in tribunal. I will tell him to apologize to Nigeria and withdraw such a signature because he is not a Democrat cannot sign that kind of a thing unless if the thing was smuggled into that law without him knowing. But he still has that thought. You see, so he should finally return the subsidy. So far, removing the subsidy, they have not even come what he said that he was removing the subsidy for. He said the subsidy was for few. And few not getting it himself and buying craft and buying aircraft, they're traveling frivolously or they're giving money to governors and he has to go and ask them. Should we face them with violence? So he's the one to ask them. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Very clear. I remember when the president made that declaration in Abeokuta, where he talked about, I think my colleagues and I were having that conversation downstairs earlier today that maybe that was exactly when the president, just got the sympathy of the people where he says, don't worry, I'll get you the soundbite and definitely play for you tomorrow. And those were commitments. Those were words said by the president. And as at that time, even the president said, let them take the fuel to 200, let them take it to 500, we'll bring it down. It's almost 3 years of this administration. And the cheapest we've ever bought fuel within the time the president has been in office was probably 800 naira. I'm not sure, maybe 700. I'm not sure we bought fuel for 700 since the president announced the removal of subsidy. And this same president, when he was the candidate of the APC, promised that no matter how or where they take the cost of petrol to, will bring it down. But the president came in and announced the removal of subsidy. Was the president expecting anyone to sell petrol lesser than 200 naira with the removal of subsidy? How deceitful was that? Okay. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Hello. Can you hear me? I'm struggling. I don't want to cut the call, so try and change your location a bit so that I can hear you well.
Yeah.
Hello, can you hear me? It's a struggle. I know how difficult it is to get through to the phone, and so I try not to, I'll take you off when I can't hear you, but I would appreciate if you can still call back. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
You're welcome.
Yeah, this is St. Isaac from Ulupeju.
St. Isaac from Ulupeju, your first time caller?
Yeah. I do call sometimes.
Okay.
So the issue on the ground is I'm sorry to say, this our president, you know the year. I'm sorry to say. Since when they give advice for radio, when enter power, which one you don't do? I don't know. I'm sorry to say. All the money when they pass the big governor, what are they using it for? Make it change, you. Make it change.
Okay. Well, I hope the president listens. Let me see. Good evening to you, Okpeyemi. Dangote is only saying the obvious about our sufferings, and every right-thinking Nigerian knows that the result of having very planless and deceitful government over the years are with us in real. Before coming to power, the late President Muhammadu Buhari promised to fix all the refineries, but what we saw was that the refineries were worse off before he died. Yet many people, including those in power today, kept on heaping praises on him, and the same trend had continued under this present leadership. And in the same manner, the praise singers would not allow us to rest. It's a miracle that many Nigerians are still alive and breathing, with all the deceit and hypocritical attitude of the power mongers, whom all they care is to fool the people with the same rigmarolling and increase their poverty both financially and mentally. God is just too merciful with Nigeria. When God wants to end the world, let him start. Mr. Steve Ofe, thank you very much. I'm not sure if I'm ready for that, your last line. You said, if I'm opportune to meet the Mr. President, I would advise him to bring back the subsidy temporarily to cushion the effect of this suffering right now. And again, he should reshuffle his ministers and get technocrats that knows the job, because his current ministers don't know what they are doing. Thanks. Chris, okay, from Ikeja. Well, the minister of, okay, let me pick call. Hello, good evening.
Okay, good evening.
You're welcome. Your name and where you calling from?
I'm brother Yᴏᴜᴜ from Owerri, Ogun State.
You're welcome.
The one that bothers me much is our president said if he didn't give us light, we should not vote for him. I don't know why he's contesting it the second time again now, because himself knows that he didn't give us light. And many people are crying because of this light. Mostly we at Mowe here, we don't get light. And person who know what he promised people and you are unable to do it, he could have just stepped down so that another person will try his luck. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You know, maybe a lot of people will not be feeling the effect of the petrol right now, the hike in the price. If there was stable electricity, the electricity situation had gotten really bad. That even the people on band A that were promised 22 hours or 20 hours are only managing to see 8 hours or 10 hours every day. They are even lucky. Some people are not on any band at all. They probably just get estimated billing because of meter and all of that. Those ones don't even smell electricity, so it's a bit difficult. And it looks like the Minister of Power is tired. It looks like he doesn't really exactly have so much to bring to the table in that ministry anymore, or maybe he's a bit distracted with his the rumored gubernatorial ambition for his state. But the power situation has gotten really bad, especially the last few months. Maybe that's why a lot of people are now feeling even the effect of this petroleum crisis the more, because people now have to buy fuel to power their generators. People have to buy petrol or diesel now because the electricity situation had not even gotten any better. Well, I came from Osho this text and it says, good afternoon to you, Mr. Okpe. How are you today? I'm fine. My take is I can beg Mr. President on this issue. I can't beg him on this issue. I can only advise and remind him of his promises. Shebi, he has so many advisors. We are all in this mess. May God take control. That's Akin from Oshodi. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
You're welcome.
Mr. James speaking from Agbado.
Mr. James from Agbado, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Blessed be God, because the one that has been preserving and sustaining us. See, Okpeyemi, the first question I would like to ask on this ground, that if I have the privilege of advising Mr. President, that must he listen to me, or will I just advise on advising sake and everything flows like that, whether he pays attention or implement it or not? Because if it's not so, I will start by reminding him that when you went to Abeokuta to campaign, he told elderly people, he told your kinsmen, he told the whole world that this fuel price, no matter where they drag it to, you have to to bring it down. But when you took over, you allowed the price to skyrocket, meaning that it is all but a defeat. Now, you told Nigerians this issue of electricity supply that it has been a politic nature since ever other government has been in power, but now you are taking over. By the time you found the podium, you will put all things in places, then we'll be having a constant supply. Then if you fail to do so, nobody should give their vote to you. Now you have failed on that part. Then what are you expecting? If you know that you cannot do one or two things quickly now, that to gain people's confidence, the best thing is to resign so that other people can come in, perhaps to rescue Nigeria, because Nigeria are dying, they are suffering. That's the advice I'll give him in a whole honest manner. I don't need to go in a sycophantic way to try to please him. I just say Nigerians are suffering. People hardly feed. People carry bucket to how many kilometers to go and fetch water, just ordinary water. We're not talking about just to pay to wash their clothes to drink. That is the level things have gotten, because you cannot buy the pump price to the fuel, whatever, to pump to generate power. You cannot get electricity supply. How do we survive? Nigeria is suffering. Then why don't you resign and let someone else take over? That would be my advice to him.
Well, Mr. James, I mean, that's quite constructive. Thank you very much. Well, Mr. Babatunde Fasanya from Ota is also texting in Ogun State, and he says, the crude oil in many countries are for the convenience of the benefits of their citizens. However, let us get the fact that the resources of Nigeria is meant for the leadership only. Without being a sadist, I would beg President Tinubu to be resolute and not bend to emotions. Federal government must insist on not paying subsidy on petrol. Nigerians are rugged and are beautiful people. We understand the situation and will endure the situation with the president. Babatunde Fasanya from Ota in Ogun State, thank you very much for your message. This is Louis, and he says, good afternoon to you. I'm sorry to say we don't have a president that has a listening here. He's focused on power and more power and power in 2031. No politician, no political will to put things in proper perspective. It's a clueless leadership. Thank you, Louis. Thank you very much for texting. Hello, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. How are you?
I'm good, and you?
Yeah, very well. Yeah, Alaba is my name.
Mr. Alaba, good to have you join us on the show.
Yeah, how do you do?
I'm good, and you?
I'm fine.
You're welcome.
I'm an APC member to the core. I will never deny the fact. I'm a big fan of supporter of President Bola Tinubu, which I will never deny the fact as well. A big fan, which I will continue supporting the president. I love the advice given by people. I love, I've been saying this. You guys in the media have a lot of job. You are doing your job, but you still have a lot of job to do. Look at the beautiful submissions of people this afternoon. I wish you guys have a kind of a satellite that can take this down to the base of the president. I'm talking about the Aso Rock, or particularly the people that can pass the message to him. Like I said, I'm an APC member. You understand me? What we need to do now, I believe I don't even want the subsidy to be returned. But this time around, within the short time, because it's a short time problem that requires a short time solution. It's something that the president can do, kind of a palliative. What I mean by the palliative, thank God we have a private refinery that is working. Why can't we just work hand in hand with Dangote? Okay, this is my people. Yes, with the crude oil, I want to be selling crude oil outside, and this time we are making money. Good money from the dollar.
We're making a lot of money because the benchmark was 60 something, and now it's going as high as 100 naira. I mean, $100.
You are making money, and that's what I mean by the palliative. I'm talking as a Nigerian. I'm not talking as a as a supporter of any political party. So just work hand in hand with the Dangote. Okay, we are making money here. What is the total liter that Nigeria use per day? You can bring it down. Okay, sell it to Nigeria 800 naira.
I'll subsidize the remaining.
So it's
possible and it's doable. It's doable. So, but you guys at the media should look for every means to take your sound system to the base of the president.
Mr. Alaba, let's talk. When you started this conversation, you said you're a big fan of the president.
Oh, yes, I will never deny the fact.
An unapologetic APC member.
Indeed, and I will continue to do on.
That is amazing. So don't you think you have people within the party of the president that can even take these messages faster to the president?
People are doing that. Okay. I'm just trying to say, you know, me as an individual, I'm just trying to tell you that
you are doing it. We are also doing the best we can.
That's what I'm saying. You know, when you aggregate all the thoughts this afternoon, the thought of the people, a lot of people that are calling, majority of them never voted for the president, but they are advising on a good ride, on a good hand. If that's what you guys, you can take the message to him directly. You have the satellite, you have the cable, you can do it. You have your brother at Abuja there. So that's what I'm trying to say. We will be doing our own from the angle of the party.
Thank you.
But you
very
should
much,
be doing your own at the area of
Thank you. That's why we're having this conversation, by the way. And if you're watching us live on our social media platforms, Facebook and YouTube, or streaming live, you will see that I'm almost standing in place of the president, and I've just been jotting down every suggestion that people have been saying on the show today. Trust me. I mean, release money for subsidy, allow institutions to work, return subsidy temporarily, allow INEC independence, judicial independence, go back to the Abeokuta declaration, go back to the 2012 Occupy Nigeria declaration, and remember the promise that he said that I might be one less. All of the things you've been saying, I've actually been writing them down. Well, maybe the president will get them. Omar from CMD says, good evening to you, Okpe. I have no words for the man that sold Buhari to us, and it is obvious that the campaign promises are all big fat lies. He should score himself. Okay. Thank you very much. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
You're welcome.
Oh, okay, how are you? My name is Sam from Owe.
Mr. Sam from Owe, how are you doing today?
I give glory to God.
You're welcome.
I like what you have just said to the last caller, the other caller. What is there is that many of the people who are close to the president are not telling the president
the truth.
So the president is not here. People are suffering. It's these same people that say they are followers of APC and so on. By the time they get there, they say the praise of the president without telling him what the people are really passing through. We are not asking for too much. We are asking for some of the things he promised us. He said that we will no longer be prepaid bill, that everybody will have and putting in, that he will share prepaid meter free for us. Now we didn't see prepaid meter. Even the light we don't see. Well, we not even see like the prepaid meter. When I came to Lagos, I've been in Lagos for a very long time. Water was running. Water they run. But now people are taking water. People are building borehole by themselves. Where is the public water? Ordinary water for us to drink. We know this. According to Fela, the things that we are saving in the 80s, we are still saving it today. Where is the development? And you are saying that you are giving more money. That more money is not more money. Oh. I'm telling you, it's not more money. It's less money. Why? If you are giving your child 200 naira to school before, and the 200 naira can buy everything in one, and now you are giving him 500, and the 500 cannot buy
anything.
That more money does not amount to anything. So it's not the quantity of money. Money is value that
what is the purchasing power of the money?
Yeah, of the money, yes. The employers are looking at the quantity, they're not looking at the purchasing power of what it is. So, and that is what they're using to defeat the ordinary men on the street. So, trillions and trillions, but the trillions amount to nothing. They are not even amount to billions that we are budgeting in the time past. Thank you. Please, somebody who are good, including Alaska and that man for Texas. They should help us tell Baba, I'm sorry to.
I'm with you. Tune from Magboro is texting as well. And he says, in as much as I can't blame the president for the current increase in pawn price, however, he cannot be absolved from complete lack of tactical plans or strategy in addressing the sufferings of the masses. It's almost 1 month into the needless war. Thank you. Tunde from Ijoko. I'll pick more calls later, but let me read this message. Bolaji from Ijoko is texting, says, I opine that President Tinubu should not bother to represent himself or his party in the ballots, because he said we should not vote for him if he comes to seek our votes for the second time. He says, and I quote, that is the truth. But now I want to ask, is Mr. President a liar? Because we have obviously experienced darkness for 3 years. Advise the president to resign and avoid insulting Nigerians beyond 4 unbearable years. Okay. Bolaji from Ijoko, thank you. I'll come back to the messages. Let me pick more calls. I'm going on Facebook.
Hello, Ope. Good evening.
You're welcome.
Ope. Thank you so much. You know, in addition to what everybody has been saying, he said a promise fulfilled is a promise kept. If I don't give you electricity, don't vote for me. Alaba Alape, you know your president, he will not listen to anybody. For me, you are just coming here to tell us what we already know. He will not listen. He is a president that does not listen. So that one that when he got in there, fuel was 180, 190. Today it is 1,003, 1,007. And let me tell you, Alaba, no, you are my friend. All the money that this man will consolidate, he will give them to his allies. Let the poor Nigerians go and die. That is the mentality. I said it yesterday. He has fulfilled his ambition. He said his ambition is to become the president. And so he has become, for that one term, let him hand over to either Fashola or Oshibajo on the APC ticket. Let him allow people who want to govern this country to take over, so that the contest between one of those two people and Obi will be, or any other person, it will be very, very strong. I'm just telling you people APC the truth, but you people APC, you will not agree. If anybody talk anything about Tinubu now, that person becomes your enemy. God bless you.
God bless you too, Pastor Ambrose. This one is Ada from Alagomeji, and she says, good evening to you, Okpe. People are saying the president did not know what is happening in Nigeria because people around him are not telling him the truth. Are they saying his wife and his sons are also lying to him because his son and wife are always everywhere? Well, the president says he never misses reading newspapers every morning. During the Ramadan, he had interfaith break of fast with religious leaders and the leaders of media organizations, the print and the electronic media. And he said it that every single day is committed to that he never misses reading the newspaper. So I'm not sure anyone needs to tell the president that petrol is 1,400 naira per liter. I'm sure the president sees all of these things. I'm sure the president knows that people are getting killed in Borno, people are getting killed in Kaduna, people are getting killed in Benue. The president reads the papers. I mean, I'm an ordinary citizen, and before 6 a.m., I've gone through all of the dailies that are coming out that day. So the president that is saddled with responsibility of presiding over the largest black nation in the world, the biggest democracy in Africa, and one of the biggest in the world, can't tell me he doesn't read newspapers. The president have loads of advisors, media aides, and they report to the president. So the president knows what is happening. He sees everything. Hello, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Mr. Ope, finally. I've been calling for I've dialed your number more than 60 times already.
I'm glad you were able to get through. Is this your first time calling the show?
It's my first time calling this your show, but I've been calling.
Okay, you're welcome to the family. I'm so glad that I got a lot of first-time callers on the show today. So talk to the president. Your name and where you calling from?
So my name is 𝐴ᴅᴇᴜ as well.
Oh wow, good to have you join us.
My name is 𝐴ᴅᴇᴜ Aᴅᴇᴜ. I'm a business owner, and I must tell you, I'm on the verge of shutting down. I must tell you, I'm on the verge. In fact, I called my staff today, and I was trying to just talk to them how we're going to cushion up until end of the month, because sincerely, I didn't anticipate this at all. This is taking a toll on me. It's affecting me even at home. Right? Mr. President, if they can just give us electricity, let me tell you, people are saying, the supporters are saying, oh, fuel is expensive all over the world. All those all over the world you're talking about, they don't use fuel for business. There is stable electricity. I mean, but here our economy depends on this thing majorly. I buy fuel of almost 150,000 naira every single day. How am I going to survive this? How am I going to survive this?
Every day.
Sincerely, every single day, I tell you, a colleague of mine, a friend of mine, is an hotelier as well. He called me, he's like, Avid, I buy diesel of 450,000 naira every single day. Now we're making the money, don't get me wrong, but the point is the money is going back to fuel and diesel. How are you going to pay salary? How am I going to send my kids to school this next time?
How do you restock what you sold?
I'm scared as I speak to you, okay? I'm scared. I don't know how I'm going to call my staff at the end of the month and tell them that I don't have money to pay you guys. This is not fair. Please, our president, Daddy, a John Trolong, a Johnny Trolong, because Agbalagba no and Baba Okingbo, a Komoy, only play Abamo Okingbo Komoy, don't matter to really. You need to listen to us. This thing is not hard. Please. Okay, thank you so much for what you do. I listen to your program every single day, but I've not been opportune to call in. Today I've been dialing this number for the past 60 times.
I'm glad I was able to talk to you today. I'm really glad. And I also want to can you listen to Mr. 𝐴ᴅᴇᴜ Aᴅᴇᴜ, right?
Yes, 𝐴ᴅᴜ
The name
Aᴅᴜ.
stock I want. So let me say this to you real quick. And I understand your concerns. Well, I have conversation with my bosses at the office, and each time we look at the papers, we look at the numbers, it's not just adding up. And I've always said is that I envy business owners at this moment. How you pay salaries, how you hold on to your commitment, how you take care of your families. It's tough. But I'm sure you know that for every single time you remain in business, you're making a family sleep at night with food in their stomach. I know it's tough, Mr. 𝐴ᴅᴜ, but I just want to appeal to you that the option of maybe a little downgrade on salary could be suggested rather than closing up, because those people don't have anywhere to go to. And that's a fact. It's a commitment that you are doing for those people. And I have a feeling that somewhere, somehow, you would break even.
No, of course, I'm very hopeful, and like you said, that is what I'm thinking I'm going to do. I'm just going to probably call them and have a conversation with them. I'm sure they can also understand.
They will.
I mean, they message me every morning. I get a message from my secretary, sir, you need to buy fuel of so amount, sir. There was a day I told her, please don't message me again. But then she doesn't have any choice.
She would have to message
you. She doesn't have a choice. She has to message me.
Yeah, I'm sure they would rather prefer to have a little reduction in their salary rather than closing the business and going home.
Hopefully.
You can have that conversation with them, Mr. 𝐴ᴅᴜ Aᴅᴜ. I'm so glad you're able to join us on the show today.
No, thanks so much, 𝐴ᴜᴜ. I listen to you every single day.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Well, that is one out of millions of Nigerians that are facing this pathetic situation. I mean, one would expect that with the international connection, the experience of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, things should get better. And it's not just about indices. Oh, the NPS says this one. Oh, the Bureau of Statistics says this one. Oh, unemployment is good. No, people are closing their businesses on daily basis. And that should worry everyone. If a country that should depend on small scale businesses to stimulate the growth, the employers of 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 people, they are the ones that can stimulate a fragile economy like Nigeria. If those people are closing up because of the major problem is electricity, and that's the fact. My last caller just said he's making the money, but he's spending almost everything on buying petrol. The same thing applies to the place that I earn my pay, and that's a fact. If we can't have a decent headway on the power situation in this country, I'm sure a lot of Nigerians will not feel it this much. If, for instance, you have power for like 16 hours a day, and then the diesel or petrol you are buying is just to, sustain the business for like maybe give and take 8 hours, I'm sure you won't be spending that much compared to when you have to spend. My colleague Dennis was telling us that he was with his friend and in an apartment over the weekend, and that there was no light in the service apartment. Just imagine. The times are tough, and the president would have to step in as quick as possible. Loads of messages here. One support from Aguda Surulere is texting, and it says, if you drive around Lagos, you'd realize that the number of vehicles on the road are dramatically reduced. Most people can't afford to fuel their cars anymore. P-Bat isn't bothered because he knows every institution the masses can use to legitimately sack him, and his cohorts have been captured. That support from Aguda. Let me run through some of these messages real quick. Johnson from last says, I would tell him he has failed the nation, that he sold out this country, he chose his personal interest and the interest of his cronies and enablers at the expense of the lives of the people he swore an oath to serve. I would remind him that he would leave the world alone with absolutely nothing, and the lives he has destroyed directly or indirectly will speak and stand against him for all eternity. And that's Johnson from Lasso. Achogba Solomon says, my message to the president is long. Please deliver them all. Well, Baba, let me kindly remind you of some of the promises you made. E.g., Baba, you are suffocating the masses. Allow us to breathe. No 24 hours electricity, no free prepaid meter. Yet the price of fuel you promised to bring down is being sold the least since we came in, at more than 4 times higher than you met it. Excuse me. If democracy is truncated or destroyed during your time, history will not be kind to you. You said you prepared for this work and nobody should pity you. Baba, are you sure you truly prepare? Baba, you told Goodluck Ebele Jonathan to resign because of insecurity. Can you do the same for integrity purpose? Baba, can you surround yourself with people who will tell you the true state of things rather than sycophants? Baba, there's no father who will tell his children to tighten their belt but lives in flamboyant lifestyle, buying new plane and yachts at the same time. Baba, see this one, there's only one right solution to every problem anywhere in the world. Baba, I have a lot to tell you. Though I didn't vote for you, but you're here as the president now, at least to do something. The country is bleeding. Baba, how is it that was good? How is it that what was good yesterday is now best today? At last, Baba, I want to honorably tell you that truly power is transcendent. Well, Achogba Solomon, you call Baba like I can feel that. Comrade Tontosin from Ifo, Ogun State says, okay, good evening to you. Good job you're doing. For me, I have no advice for the president. Didn't he say that he long prepared for this all his life? Mr. Tinubu should be told that the election in 2027 is not going to be business as usual, except the majority of the voting populace are cowards. This present government has nothing to offer Nigerians. I can bet it with anyone, because to me, we don't have an economy. Hence, it seems all we've been bounded to the Philistines. Have a great day. Comrade Tontosin from Ifo, Ogun State. Good evening, Mr. Ǩpēyēmī. That's Oluranti from Ikorodu. Good evening to you, Mr. Ǩpēyēmī. Can you use your medium to help us ask the spokesperson of the Minister of Power or that of the discourse? Their silence is making people lash out at the president. I know he must have been trying his best to, at least the last 2 weeks, he set up committee to look into the grid collapse. Oluranti from Ikorodu. Well, if I was on the other side of this conversation, I have an answer I will have given to that question. But unfortunately, I can't give an answer to that, comment. So I'll let it slide. Hello, good evening to you.
Hello, good evening.
You're welcome.
Yeah, my name is Dele, calling you from ᴘᴜᴜᴜ.
Mr. Dele from ᴘᴜᴜᴜ, are you calling for the very first time on this show?
The very first time.
Welcome to the family. Thank you. I imagine how long you've been trying to join us on the show.
Yeah, that's true.
You're welcome, Mr. Dele.
So, if I were able to have a face-to-face for the first time, there are two things: power and wealth. For the past, like a month plus now, the past situation has just generated unprecedented levels. And for businesses, the next option will be fuel, diesel, petrol. And then what happened is that Trump decided to just upend the whole world. Now, fuel prices have gone up. People are suffering. And to me, unpalatable as it seems, the president needs to do something about just bringing down the cost of fuel. Subsidy or by whatever they want to call it, he just needs to do something and urgently about it. That's my one to say on the whole thing.
Thank you very much, and I need to really appreciate all of the first-time callers that we have on the show today. It's I know. I mean, Mr. Cʀᴜɪ̀mᴜ Aᴅᴇᴜ said he tried the number almost 60 times. I know how difficult it could be to get up on the phone. Sᴘᴏʀᴜᴛs Cʀᴜɪsᴇ on Facebook. We need to also visit my Facebook constituents. And it says, I'm John Hollis from Mushin. The president should wake up to his responsibility. No lighting, security is getting out of control. Inflation is flogging both his supporters and ordinary Nigerians. Wake up, Oga Jagaban. Thank you, John Hollis Anumba from Mushin. 𝐶 Odubawa says, my concern is that after Mr. President himself, if he doesn't give us after Mr. President said himself that if he doesn't give us uninterrupted light, we should not vote him for second term. What is the justification for voting him again? Seriously, the light is worse than when the president came in. God bless you, Okpeyemi. Thank you very much, 𝐶 Odubawa on Facebook. Prince Leo Ozoma on Facebook is also talking to us. Man, we have so much calls here. Mr. Okpeyemi, my advice to Mr. President would be no advice, because during his campaign he said nobody should help him because he had prepared himself for 30 years for this job. And if I met him now as you posited, I would honestly plead with him to leave politicking and face governance, or better still resign. Prince Leo Ozoma from Isolo. Thank you. Benjamin, he says, is also talking to us on our Facebook page. He says, good evening to you. What APC as a party is passing through today is affecting the entire country. Nigeria is what is called the law of karma playing out. When a man sows, he reaps. APC needs to apologize to former President Goodluck Jonathan and beg him for forgiveness of all the manner of names he was called. All the insults they insulted him. They need to ask Jonathan what they need to do as a nation at a time like this. He would advise them if they are ready to obey. That's Benjamin from Sᴘᴏʀᴜnᴜ. Let me squeeze in one more call. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
You're welcome. Please turn down the volume on your radio set, or you turn it off completely.
It's done already.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to appreciate
your name and where you calling from.
Dixon from Ikpaja.
Okay, Mr. Dixon from Ikpaja. Yes, you're welcome.
Yes, I'm old time. I'm not a
of course, you are a stakeholder.
You see, it's unfortunate that for now I don't think we have a president, because a leader, a head of the country, can on his own out and check on the campaign without any aid. You can hear the feelings of people. Definitely, you know what to do. Like we were saying that short-term subsidy. If nobody tells you what to do, look at Makinde. He just said for the meantime, I'll give my all my
10,000 taking to all the staff.
That is something. Most trust Mauga for saying, okay, for now, Dangote, we will increase your crude water and almost then the many. Take as a 900. The remaining, I will subsidize you. Don't stop me from doing that. Tell me when the war is over. Who knows when the war is over? Do you know, I drove into the street yesterday, I want to buy, I saw 1,000, 2,000, I ran it. Before I entered,
the next one you are going.
No, we're not confused. You cannot go back. You cannot go.
We have to go. We have to go.
That's all projected crazy.
Thank you very much. We have to go. We can't pick calls anymore. Apologies. Well, don't believe the sincerity of President Tinubu when he talks. He's full of self-praises and he fizzes away as it was being said. We have to go. Next up is Milan FM Global News, and I will be back again by 6 p.m. for Sports Cruise. Let's move away from all of these issues and then let's relax a bit by 6 p.m. Stay safe. My name is 𝐴ᴇᴜ Akínní. Next up is Milan FM Global News, and bye for now.